Vin Diesel is known to have a passion for cars. His personal car collection boasts a few notable pieces, and each car on this list is interesting and has respect in the automotive community. And here is his collection as of September 2023. One of the most interesting cars in Vin's collection is the insane black and gray 1970 Dodge Charger Tantrum. This vehicle was a gift for Vin Diesel's 52nd birthday from his Fast and Furious 9 movie co-stars, which represents a completely custom muscular resto mod. This beast comes with a twin turbocharged 9-liter or 552 cubic inch Mercury Marine racing engine, pushing out 1,350 horsepower on a pump gas. This car is claimed to be the first public road car with a marine racing engine in it. Charger Tantrum features a carbon fiber exterior with its fenders, mirrors, hood, and front and rear bumpers, along with other tasteful modifications, while remaining a simple, classic, driver-focused interior. This car is definitely the one to keep forever. Another monster owned by Vin Diesel is a second-generation 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona, a truly iconic race car from the past. It also briefly appeared in Fast and Furious 6. Daytona became famous after winning 6 races outright between 1969 and 1970 in NASCAR, being so exceptionally fast that the NASCAR Commission banned the crazy-looking rear wing and nose cone upgrades after just a year of Daytona's participation in the NASCAR series. It was just too good at beating its opponents over and over again. Good enough reason to have such a car in your garage, isn't it? Another beautiful American car in Vin Diesel's collection would be a 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Grand Sport, one of the oldest cars in his collection. Production numbers of this car are believed to be only 100 units, and such a model will go at the auction for around $100,000. But the one with a famous Hollywood star's previous ownership in its history will go for a lot more, that's for sure. The 1974 Plymouth Barracuda in its third generation is another car in the actor's garage, which was purchased for around $70,000. There's not much information about this car in Vin's garage, and some close to the star people say that he doesn't even have it anymore. But at least you know that he indeed had such a beauty before. Another classic American car Vin Diesel has in his garage is a 1966 Pontiac Bonneville in the 4th generation. This 19-foot-long boat doesn't really stand out in terms of performance figures, but a noticeable fact about it is that back in the day, Pontiac Bonneville was such a huge success on the market that this model was in production for astonishing 47 years in 10 generations. It became the General Motors' longest-running production car ever made. No surprise, even Vin Diesel has one. Last but not least among Vin Diesel's beloved muscle car collection is a 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. In fact, the actor mentioned multiple times that Chevelle SS is his favorite car to the media. This muscle car got a special place in Vin Diesel's heart after he was filmed driving it through Baja, Mexico in the original Fast and Furious movie. Later, this Chevelle was brought back in Fast and Furious 4 when Vin Diesel's character Dominic Toretto came back to Mexico to take his car. The Chevrolet Chevelle is one of the most inspirational cars of the 1970s muscle car era for Vin Diesel. But sometimes he has a bit different mood. How about a European BMW? Unfortunately, there's not much information about Vin Diesel's 2010 BMW M5, but you can clearly see the actor's love for the big, powerful engines, as this M5 E60 is the only generation, among others, that has an insane V10 5-liter engine under the hood with just marvelous exhaust sound everyone loves, and even creates memes about. Take a look. There are 3 sports cars in Vin Diesel's collection which are from Japan. A 1993 Mazda RX-7, a 1994 Toyota Supra, and a 2009 Subaru Impreza WRX STI hatchback. The Impreza was purchased by Diesel in 2009 for around $39,000. In the same year, the Fast and Furious 4 movie came out and showed this generation of Subaru Impreza in action with Paul Walker behind the wheel. What an interesting coincidence. Vin Diesel indeed owns a 1994 Toyota Supra, the same generation of Supra his friend Paul Walker drove in one of the Fast and Furious movies, which, by the way, after the death of Paul Walker, was sold at auction for over $500,000. Unfortunately, there's not much information about Vin's Supra, but it is known that he keeps this car as a memory of his close friend Paul, who made a huge impact on Diesel's life. Vin Diesel has owned his 1993 Mazda RX-7 for a long time at this point. Fans are sure that Mazda RX-7 got a place in Vin Diesel's heart after he was filmed driving one in the very first Fast and Furious movie. The car on set was originally built with a roll cage. Unfortunately, the actor couldn't fit into the car with this cage, so it was removed. Interestingly, this is the only JDM tuner car in the Fast and Furious film series Vin Diesel's character Dominic Toretto races in, as he would mostly drive muscle cars in later movies. Vin also owns a Rolls-Royce Sprinter van, which wasn't necessarily his choice to own, because this is another car that was gifted to Vin Diesel, this time by his friend Tyrese Gibson, a Fast and Furious co-star. The base for this car was obviously a Mercedes Sprinter passenger van, but Gibson decided to heavily upgrade this van, turning it into a luxurious vehicle with all the necessary entertainment features for comfortable traveling. Of course, Vin Diesel has modern, comfortable cars like Range Rover or G-Class to drive around, but these cars come and go and didn't make it to our list of the actor's special cars. And if you haven't noticed, Vin Diesel's car collection does not have crazy supercars like you would expect from a Hollywood star. Contrary to popular belief, Vin Diesel does not own a Lykan HyperSport car. This car only participated in one of the episodes of the Fast and Furious saga, even though the car on the shooting set was not a true Lykan HyperSport, except its exterior. Here is a little part from his interview with Supercar Blondie, where he clearly states that he does not own a Lykan.
And we saw that you may or may not have a Lykan. Can you confirm or not that that's true?
No, I need one. First of all, I don't.
Okay, there's another one. That's why you can't trust everything you see on the internet.
Instead, Vin Diesel's car purchases are rather inspired by something that had a big impact on his life as an actor, car enthusiast, and a human being. His car collection is not typical and is quite unique. Let me know if you agree. And if you like this video, then you need to watch these ones.